What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we've got quite a few things to talk about. Of course, another Bring Home the Bounty has come and gone. And if you're new here, this is our weekly Black Series talk show all about Star Wars The Black Series. We also discuss vintage collection as well. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you are new.
For sure. Yeah, we got some nice in-hand photos of some things that we've been wanting to see. So the first shot from Instagram is Boss and the 212. So this is an interesting kind of a 2-for-1 photo that we saw. Boss is orange, thank goodness. Because the original Hasbro promotional shots, it looked deep ketchup red. As red as a shock trooper. And thank goodness it's actually orange. I was honestly thinking about talking about that during like a stream or something. Just like, what are they doing with their promotional images?
Right.
Because we'll get into that with the deluxe Boba Fett as well. The colors in certain shots not looking like the in-box shots. But yeah, thank goodness Boss is orange. And then also the 212th Clone Trooper Walgreens exclusive. It's real. Thank goodness it's real.
Yep. Still not in the United States, though.
Still not. I don't know how they got it. I don't know what sort of dark magic you need to do. But that will be coming out in 2022, I hope.
Yeah.
Walgreens, eventually you'll be getting that. But it's nice to see the in-hand, in-box shot. Thank goodness.
I will say, though, with the 212, this is one of the first times where I really felt the missing black line is kind of jarring.
Yeah, because it's like, it's so white.
Yeah. Just the color palette of just the white and the yellow. I don't know why. I think it just sticks out a little bit more on the 212. Like, it hasn't really bugged me at all on most of the other releases. But for some reason, when I saw this picture, I was just like, oh, no black line. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, is a super simple fix. Like, I'll just go in there and just, you know.
Well, with the clones on the new body and like the new helmet style, we haven't really gotten like a re-release of a previous grunt with the exception of the shock trooper.
Right. Well, that's what I was also going to say, too, was maybe it's just because I've stared at the movie version of the 212 for literally 5 years.
Right. Yeah, speaking of clones, we also got an in-hand photo of the ARC Trooper from the 2D Clone Wars, you know, Fordo, in packaging, and I have some things to say. I still think it looks good. It's just a striking red. I still think it works as a Phase 1 ARC Trooper, even though it has, like, the extra bits, pouch on the wrong side, all that. I can still just look at that figure and be like, that's a Phase 1 ARC Trooper with the extra bits on him.
Yep.
The one thing that is true, though, is that the rocket dart launcher thing, like if you look at your Echo figure, it's painted like nice. I believe it's like silver, gold on the tip. It's just red.
Yeah.
The whole entire thing is just red on the arm, so they skimped out on the paint on that, which they could probably argue, well, that's not part of the regular Phase 1, but it's like, why is the sculpt there?
Right. It just goes into the old rigmarole argument of the paint versus accuracy argument. I think on this particular instance, they should have just painted it. Because, I mean, what's it going to kill you?
Yeah.
Especially because it's a almost 100% reused figure besides the helmet.
Yeah.
So
I still don't know, like, how I'm going to feel. This is one of those figures that I'm just going to need it in hand, see how it moves, see how it truly looks in person to make that final judgment.
yeah, I think inaccuracies aside, Fordo controversy aside, I still think it's going to be a great looking figure and it's going to look awesome next to Echo. And for me specifically, you know, them being the same body, I think is going to be beneficial in the long run.
Like,
as opposed
you
to
could just
like
stick him in your clone display and I think he'll look fine.
Yeah, he's going to look just fine with everyone else. So I'm personally super stoked to get the ARC Trooper figure. I kind of wish I would have got more than one.
There you go.
And then so let's talk a little Bring Home the Bounty, Justin. Another week has come and gone. Another week of some very solid reveals. First up for the Black Series. No figures this week.
No figs.
But we did get something pretty amazing. And that is a brand new helmet for Bo-Katan. Based on her Mandalorian look. So it's more of a realistic version of her helmet, and it looks amazing. It literally looks perfectly accurate.
Yeah, this has been like the first Black Series helmet reveal where I'm like, ooh, like that's actually significantly different, because of course Bo-Katan is a night owl Mandalorian, so it's already a different style of T-visor. The rangefinder looks good. There's even a little bit of damage and dirtiness on the rangefinder. The paint apps look fantastic. It looks like it has some great details on it. I still just I'm not a Black Series helmet collector. I have one with the Stormtrooper. I would be a little more tempted if there just wasn't so many good figures coming.
Yeah.
This will probably still be a pass, but it does look amazing.
Yeah, I'm not personally planning on picking it up either, but I can't deny that it looks amazing. It looks 100% accurate to my eye, and I would really like it, but you're absolutely right. There's so many figures coming out, especially since I've started to dip my toes more and more into the vintage collection.
Right.
I'm like, it's kind of at the point where I gotta really decide where I'm gonna permanently lay for what I want to collect Star Wars wise.
That's funny. You're getting into TVC, where it's this whole time it's like, no, I'm not. And then you fully jumped in, and for me it was Lego, and now I've fully jumped in. Yeah, undeniably to Lego.
The straw that broke the camel's back for me was the recent vintage collection wave with Bib Fortuna and Bo-Katan. Like, seeing them in stores right there in front of me, the Mithril looks amazing in vintage collection. I was like, okay, I bought the bib, left. went on the rest of the hunt for the day, came back, and I was like, if the rest of the figures are still here, I will pick them up.
Right.
And so I walked down to the aisle, and they actually were all still there like 5 hours later, which I thought was insane. But
nice.
That's also the benefit of BrickSeek and Pop Finder not working.
True.
Stuff sits there.
Scalpers can't use them.
Yep.
We can't use them. But hey, we actually go on hunts.
But yeah.
So yeah, Bo-Katan's helmet looks great. Pass for us, but I know there's tons of helmet collectors out there that are going to be pretty hyped on this helmet. Also, in Bring Home the Bounty news, we have some vintage collection, which we haven't been 100% mentioning and talking about TVC news, but in these past couple of weeks, I felt like it was necessary, especially with how good this particular item looks compared to the Black Series counterpart.
Right.
So the new TVC figures, there is a deluxe Boba Fett re-armored from the Book of Boba Fett and Fennec Shand. So first, let's just talk about Fennec Shand. Looks great for TVC. I still think Black Series looks better.
Of course.
And she does come with the bottle of Spotchka.
I was going to say, where the vintage collection figure wins is easily the accessories, because not only do you also get her sniper rifle, she comes with another blaster as well. So you get 2 blasters and the bottle of Spotchka with the TVC figure, and I think that was an instant pre-order. As soon as I saw the bottle of Spotchka, I went, bam!
Yeah, I wish we could get something like that, and I wish we could start getting more stuff like that. We have the cups, but we need the big bottle to pour it into the cup.
That's why I think we're working. Working that way.
We're working our way there.
Because also, you have to consider the Black Series Bib Fortuna comes with cups, but the vintage collection figure did not.
Why does he even come with cups?
Just for the Jabba's Palace display.
All right. That's fair. But there is also a fair amount of soft goods on Fennec with the skirt pieces. I always prefer the, very small use of soft goods over the hard plastic. I still think the Black Series version ultimately looks better though. But the main thing here is the deluxe Boba Fett TVC set,
Yes.
which looks incredible. The paint looks correct. The unhelmeted face looks amazing for such a smaller scale. And you know, there's blast effects on the jetpack and everything. Also, the Stormtrooper helmets. You know, like the Remnant Stormtrooper look, where it's like a pike was through them, kind of like in The Mandalorian. Because I'm assuming this is like a Tatooine, obviously, Jabba's palace and everything. So that's cool. The figure looks better than the Black Series counterpart, at least from the promotional images. It doesn't happen all too often, but it is starting to happen a little more often, where the TVC actually looks better. We saw that with the Ahsoka Season 7, you would say?
Yeah.
All right. The kicker is that they're very, very similar in price.
Right.
For both being deluxe. So the TVC is $26.49.
Yep. So it is the price of a standard exclusive Black Series figure.
Yeah. I mean, not even $24.99 is the
true.
exclusive price for Black Series, but that's like the GameStop
Right.
FU where GameStop will charge $1 more. But yeah, a lot of people actually, I was expecting that not to get such a negative reaction because of how awesome the set looks, but it did get a pretty negative reaction.
Yeah.
I saw plenty of barf emojis,
Yep.
even yak face.
Yeah.
I saw the barf emoji. I was like,
I
for a
think
3 3/4 inch, that's definitely a lot of money.
I think that it should have just been the $20.99 price that we saw with the other Walmart sets that are deluxe.
Yeah, because those come with like an E-Web and like,
Right.
the Incinerator Trooper with all the effects.
This figure's price to me screams F you, it's Boba Fett.
Yeah, which is similar to the Black Series, because the Black Series is obviously not a deluxe figure either, but it's like the FU, it's Boba.
It's Boba Fett, so we know you're gonna buy it.
Not only is there a Star Wars tax, there is now a Boba Fett tax.
Yes, and it should be noted though, just for the record, the Black Series figure and this Vintage Collection figure are two different costumes. We have not seen a true Black Series version of the Book of Boba Fett costume because it is different. If you haven't noticed, the Black Series figure is the end of Mando Season 2, and the TVC figure is the new updated Book of Boba Fett costume.
Right.
But they are similar enough, and I would agree with you that the TVC figure here just looks absolutely amazing.
Because like the colors don't change between costumes.
Right.
And that's the big thing, is that the TVC colors look accurate. Black Series, goes back to the whole saturation thing. I don't know what they're doing. To me, it looks like with these promotional images that Hasbro does, it looks like they're going into Photoshop or something and just turning the saturation to like 200%. Because that is how Boss looked red. It might have been a prototype figure, and it might have just been a darker shade of orange. But now with this Boba Fett, I'm like, are they just like boosting the saturation?
Right.
Because the yellow and green and the reds look kind of cartoonish and just very, very, very juicy instead of like the dark, more matted colors that is what we see on screen.
Right.
Point in case being, the TVC looks freaking grade A for the colors. Black Series looks off and TVC looks better, and that's a problem because Black Series is more expensive and is bigger, so it should, generally speaking here, they should be better figures because it's more money and they're larger. You can squeeze more detail, articulation, yada yada into those. There's also soft goods on the TVC.
Yeah.
And there's no soft goods on Black Series. I'm like, come on now.
Right,
like,
right.
With the baggy thing, man. I see that SH Figure Arts. I'm like, ooh, soft goods, bottom. So I think the SHF and the Black Series Fennec would go great together.
Probably.
I think.
I would hope, though, because with human droid and human troopers,
yeah, they're smaller.
they're smaller. So there's a chance that Boba Fett might actually be a little too small. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it wouldn't be too bad because I don't think, like, I have some SH Figure Arts stuff mixed in with my Black Series, and I don't think it's like, it doesn't stick out that bad to me. So
Right.
But I mean, ultimately though, it is unfortunate that it's so expensive because you're getting jetpack effects and you also get the 2 Stormtrooper helmets, and that's it.
It's like you don't have anything to stick those on.
Right. And it's 100% the Boba Fett tax. It's an unfortunate reality, but clearly there are signs behind the fact that people are willing to pay pretty much whatever if it involves Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They will pay any price for any Boba Fett merchandise. So,
I mean, look at how many carbonized ESB.
And I say this as a total hypocrite because I 100% pre-ordered this TVC Boba Fett in a heartbeat. But I also have faith, though, for the people that aren't interested in this deluxe set. It's probably going to get a single pack release without the jetpack effects and without the Stormtrooper helmets. So you'll probably just have to wait around for that one.
Yeah. And you can criticize something and still be a fan of it.
Right, because
there's some like black and white. I'm like, sometimes it's gray.
Yeah, I can fully recognize that it's too expensive, but at the same time, it's such an awesome set, and I know it's going to look fantastic on the shelf, and I want this representation of Boba Fett, so that's my justification for me personally.
Yeah. Well, and there you have it. That's it for this week. Mm-hmm. Another W for TVC.
Yep, another big fat W. It's a great time to be a TVC collector, so I'm hopping on board, especially with these last few figures here, and now these upcoming figures. TVC's on fire, these deluxe sets. Now I think is the time to jump in if you were ever curious about jumping into vintage collection, and then maybe we can go on this journey together. But that is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, consider joining our channel membership. It's only 99 cents a month. You get a Clone Trooper name badge, and you also get some really cool emojis to use in our live streams, which are every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. This week, me and Wolfstalker, aka David, are back again. Justin will be on vacation, but
2 in a row. I'm crazy.
This episode you're not going to want to miss because we're going to be counting down our top 10 figures of 2021.
Nice.
Not just Black Series. It's going to be across the board.
That'll be fun.
It's just going to be an awesome action figure discussion. So I'd love to see all of you there. Hopefully you can make it.
Yep. And Nate is in the process of moving. So delete your comment about this blank space. Delete that comment before I see it. I get pissed off.
There's going to be stuff here. Just ignore it today.
I know it's blank, all right?
I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.